Okay, of course, y'all know who I am. I'm Dave Broadbridge, Sylvia Broadbridge's son. And we're going to do, let's start off and do some country songs here by John Denver here. Some of the ones you'll probably know. Probably you're going to know all of these here, or at least you've heard them once before. This first one, everybody knows. Whenever I'm playing over at Shaggy's on the coast, I always see, when I play this song, everybody's singing it, and everybody seems to like it. I play at Shaggy's over no, the one over in Pass Christian. Yeah, I'm Dominant. I got good friends that just moved. They bought a house in Dominant.
I'm from Gulfport.
Right. Did you really? So you're a Mississippi girl.
I'm a coastie.
You're a coastie, yeah.
Where are you from?
Gulfport.
That's where I lived for a while. That's a nice area. It's funny going in there.
It's so dry out there. I better go ahead and lubricate the vocal cord. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is older than the trees, younger than the mountains, and blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country road, all my memories gather round her. Oh, miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste moonshine, those teardrops in my country roads. Take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, oh mountain mama, take me home. Country road, I hear a voice in the morning light. She calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down that road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Country roads take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, oh mountain mama, take me home. Country road, take me home. Down country road, take me home. Country road, country road. All right, I always like to end it with that little doodly dolly da doo. All right. So, of course, that's John Denver. And I believe his girlfriend back in the early 70s, his name was Annie. And so he wrote this song for his girlfriend, Annie. And so this was called Annie's Song. See if y'all remember this too. You fill up my senses like a night in the forest, like the mountains in springtime. like the walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come let me love you, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you, let me always be with you. Come let me love you, come love me again. Let me give my life to you. Come let me love you, come love me again. You fill up my senses like a night in the forest, like the mountains in springtime, like the walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Y'all remember that one, don't you? That's a pretty song. Yeah, that was from John Denver there. That was from 1974. Another one from 74 was really popular. Was Back Home Again. And, you know, I played this one over on the coast. People like this one too.
Where at the coast?
Over there over in Pass Christian, Mississippi.
Brienne, huh?
Yeah.
I know that.
Oh, yeah. There's a storm across the valley, clouds all rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulder. There's a truck out on the four-lane, a mile or more away, and the whining of his wheels just makes it colder. He's an hour away from riding on your prayers up in the sky, and 10 days on the road are barely gone. There's a fire softly burning and supper's on the stove, but it's the light in your eyes that makes it warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. 'Cause all the news to tell him, oh, how'd you spend your time? And what's the latest thing the neighbors say? And your mother called last Friday, oh, sunshine made her cry. And you felt the baby move just yesterday. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Yes, indeed. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Another time and I can lay this tired old body down. Feel your fingers, feather soft on me. Kisses that I live for, and the love that lights my way, and happiness that living with you brings me. It's the sweetest thing I know, just spending time with you. It's the little things that make a house a home. Like a fire softly burning, oh, and at supper's on the stove, and the light of your eyes makes me warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Oh, yes, it is. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Hey, and hey, it's good to be back home again. I said, hey, it's good to be back home again. All right. Another good little home song there by John Denver. We're going to do one more John Denver, and then we're going to do a little Kenny Rogers. Yeah, I hadn't done that one in a while. Hopefully I can remember how to play it. If anybody's been up to the Rocky Mountains, that's where John Denver, of course, that's where he got his name from. His real name was not John Denver. I can't remember what his real name was, but it wasn't Denver. But he liked the mountains, and actually my oldest daughter, Kimberly, lives over in the mountains now, over in Colorado, with her husband. Anyway, this is called Rocky Mountain High. He was born in the summer of his 27th year, coming home to a place he's never been before. Left yesterday behind him, you might say he was born again. Might say he found the key to every door. When he first came to the mountains, his life was far away on the road, hanging by a song. But the string's already broken, and he doesn't really care. Keeps changing fast, and it don't last for long. But the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Shadow from a starlight, soft in a lullaby. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Climbed the Cathedral Mountains, you saw silver clouds below. Saw everything as far as you can see. They say that he got crazy once and tried to touch the sun, and he lost a friend, kept his memory. Now Now he walks in quiet solitude in the forest and the stream, seeking grace in every step he takes. His side is turned inside himself to try to understand the serenity of a clear blue mountain lake. But the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it raining fire in the sky, shadows on the starlight, softer than a lullaby. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Now his life is full of wonder, his heart still knows some fear, some simple things he cannot comprehend. When they try to tear the mountains down, bring in a couple more people, more scars upon the land. When they but the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. No, I'd be a poor man if he never saw an eagle fly. Rocky Mountain High, it's Colorado Rocky Mountain High, and I've seen it rain and fire by the sky. Friends around the campfire, and everybody's high. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High.
Let me raise this up just a little bit so I can see y'all a little better. There we go. That's a little better.
There we go. That's a little tad better. A little better. I was like, ah. All right, this is going to be a little better here. All right, here's another. That was it for my John Denver. I got a few more, but that's all I'm going to do today. I'm going to save some other ones for next time we come. Good news is I'll be here for twice in November and twice in December. And in December we're going to do some Christmas music. You know, when we get close to Christmas, yeah, that's going to be really nice.
We don't need it.
What's this here?
No.
All right, everybody remembers. You remember Kenny Rogers, huh? Remember when Kenny Rogers had a chicken place? Remember that? He used to have a Kenny Rogers chicken. They used to roast the chickens instead of fry it. But anyway, old Kenny Rogers. This was a real popular song in 1978. It's called The Gambler. On a warm summer's eve, on a train bound for nowhere, I met with a gambler. We're both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness. Boredom overtook us. He began to speak. Said, son, I made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle And he drank down my last swallow, bummed a cigarette, and asked me for a light. Then the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. He said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You gotta know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Every gambler knows the secret to surviving, knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser. The best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. When he finished speaking, he turned back towards the window, crushed out his cigarette, faded off to sleep. Somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You gotta know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough to count them. When the dealing's done, you gotta know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done, you gotta know when to fold, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done. All right. Got to put those low voices down in there for you guys.
All right, let's see something here. My eyes are straining.
Let me wear my reading glasses here. Oh, I can see. My eyes were getting a little bit tired there, man. I'm no spring chicken anymore either. Look, Laura, come on in. Yes. My mama hired someone. My mom, Laura asked that someone teach me how to play this guitar, and the answer is yes and no. I wanted to play guitar, played clarinet. I said, Mama, the people at the school band are having that one's playing guitar are having way more fun than I am playing the clarinet. And I can't just play a clarinet to entertain people unless you're Pete Fowler or something. And I said, how about I get a guitar? So I got a guitar. Mama sent me to Fricke School of Music. You remember that, huh? Over there in Metairie. And that took maybe about 6 months and I said, Mom, this man, all he does, he shows me a couple things, and he's smoking a pack of cigarettes while I'm there. I said, I think I can do this on my own, so I'll taught myself. Yeah. So that's a quick answer there. Yeah.
Almost taught everything honestly.
I did. So anyway, song I've played several times here before. I do a lot of Jimmy Buffett over there on the coast, being next to the water. Jimmy Buffett, of course, he's the beach guy and all. He just passed away about a year and a couple months ago. And the story on this next song is, he was doing pretty good over in Key West, and he was getting gigs in Los Angeles, and he had just met his brand new girlfriend, which later became his wife. And they had some friends that owned a cabin up in Montana. And so it was Labor Day weekend, and she said, well, I want to go with our friends up to the mountains. And they'd both been there together before. And he said, I can't go this weekend. He goes, I got this big gig over in Los Angeles and then San Francisco. So he heads over to Los Angeles. Jimmy Buffett does, and his girlfriend goes up to Montana. And he starts thinking about his wife in that old dingy hotel room. And he writes this beautiful song called Come Monday, because he was going to go back to Montana on Monday, Labor Day Monday, when he got back. And so he wrote this song called Come Monday. Heading up to San Francisco for the Labor Day weekend show. I've got my hush puppies on. I guess it never was meant for glitter on. And honey, I didn't know that I'd be missing you so. But come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze. And I just want you back by my side. Yes, it's been quite a summer, rented cars and westbound trains. And now you're off on vacation, something you tried to explain. And darling, I love you so. That's the reason I just let you go. But come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. I can't help it, honey, you're that much a part of me now. Remember that night in Montana, we said there'd be no room for doubt. I hope you're enjoying the scenery. I know it's pretty up there. We can go hiking on Tuesday. With you I'd walk anywhere. California has worn me quite thin. I can't wait to see you again. But come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. A little Come Monday by Jimmy Buffett, of course. So, I got a little story here. Now, the next song is a song, y'all want to hear a song that I wrote? Sure you do. And this next song, I was doing my research because I do a Jimmy Buffett set over at Shaggy's over on the Gulf Coast. And so I got to do a lot of research on Jimmy Buffett's life, what he was doing at certain points of his life, and when why he wrote particular songs that he did. And so anyway, I was listening to a YouTube. Y'all know YouTube on computers. It's taped interviews and stuff. Well, this was an old rerun of David Letterman's show. So I'm watching it, and it was Jimmy Buffett was the guest. And Jimmy Buffett, when he first got that hit, Come Monday, which we just heard, he made enough money to buy a really big sailboat and keep it in Key West. He lived on the sailboat. So he did that for quite a few years in Key West. He was living on a sailboat. Well, that was 74. Go to 1984, he's on David Letterman. he's famous now. You know, now he's done Margaritaville and Cheeseburger in Paradise and all these other songs. And David Letterman says, "Hey Jimmy, are you still living on that sailboat that you bought with your proceeds from Come Monday?" He goes, No. He goes, "I got a smaller boat and a house up on a hill." And David Letterman says, "Wow, is that the title of your next big hit? You know, a smaller boat and a house on a hill?" He goes, No. So anyway, man, I hit the pause button. I do a little Google research. Nobody wrote the song, so I wrote the song, and it's called, Jimmy Buffett wrote the title of it because he said it on David Letterman, but I wrote the song lyrics to this and the music. And this is called "I Need a Smaller Boat and a House Up on a Hill," and it's a retirement song. My little grandson's in this too, if y'all listen to the second verse. I need a smaller boat and a house up on a hill, overlooking deep blue sea. I need a smaller boat and a house up on a hill, one with a warm breeze and no chill. The days keep rolling by like the waves that kiss the shore, and this old party's had enough. Now it's time to do what you want to do. You've worked for 40 years, now it's time for you. I need a smaller boat and a house up on a hill, overlooking deep blue sea. I need a smaller boat and a house up on a hill, one with a warm breeze and no chill. The kids both married now, my youngest with a son, a new first mate for this old grandpa on the run. Small boat and a pair of oars, sunset salutes the night. This old man's waiting for the morning's light. I need a smaller boat and a house up on a hill, overlooking deep blue sea. I need a smaller boat and a house up on a hill, one with a warm breeze and no chill. Scaling back this old fish, these are important to me. A small boat, a house on a hill, and a view of the sea. I need a smaller boat and a house up on a hill, overlooking deep blue sea. I need a smaller boat and a house up on a hill, one with a warm breeze and no chill. One with a warm breeze and no chill. Small boat and a house up on a hill. All right, of course that's a David Broad wrote that one 2 years ago, back in March of 22. All right. So, you know, Jimmy Buffett, after Come Monday, he did pretty good on that one, but he wasn't finished yet. He was doing a concert with his band over in Austin, Texas. And they finished it up, and they had to fly out the next day about 3 o'clock, so they had some time the next morning. And they said, well, let's go get an early lunch over there at the Mexican restaurant. So they did, and they started ordering margaritas. And before you know it, they said, oh my goodness, we got to get on that airplane. Well, they were all kind of tipsy at that point. So Jimmy Buffett and his band gets on the airplane to fly back to Miami. And then they have to drive all the way to Key West, which is about a 3.5-4-hour drive from the Miami airport. And so he gets on that airplane, Jimmy does, and he starts writing a song. And this was going to be a song that was going to be more of a Texas song because he's leaving Austin. So he writes the first couple of verses of Margaritaville. And then he lands in the plane lands in Miami. They get in the car and they drive almost to Key West, and there's a traffic accident. He writes the rest of Margaritaville, sitting on the curb, waiting for the traffic jam to clear up. And then that evening he plays at a place that he was playing called Crazy Ophelia's, which is a bar. It's gone now, but back in 1976 it was there. And And then he went and put it on a record. And next thing you know, he was opening up Margaritaville stores and restaurants. Nibble on sponge cake, watching the sun bathe. All you parrot heads covered with oil. I'm strumming my sixth string on my front porch swing. Smell the shrimp then beginning to boil. Wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost share of silence. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame. Oh, I know it's nobody's fault. I don't know the reason, and I stayed here all season, and nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. It's a real beauty, a Mexican cutie. Oh, how it got here, I haven't a clue. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost share of sorrow. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame. Now I think it could be my fault. I stepped on a pop top, I cut my heel, I had to cruise on back home, y'all. There's booze in a blender, and soon it will render that frozen concoction that helps me hang on everybody, hang on. Wasted away in the Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of sorrow. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame. Oh, I know it's my own damn fault. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, and I know it's my own damn fault. Y'all know that one. I know you know that one there for sure. So anyway, old Jimmy Buffett there, you know, he passed away about a little over a year. He died the weekend of Labor Day. And anyway, I've been doing, since then, I've been doing at Shaggy's. I'll do, the first hour I play for 4 hours. The first hour I just do regular kind of stuff like I'm playing for y'all here, except for no Jimmy Buffett. Then I do 1 full hour of Jimmy Buffett with a history before each song. And so I've been doing this for well over a year. The Jimmy Buffett tribute set. And y'all, that was a little mixture of the last few songs was kind of part of my show. But anyway, I wrote a new song last week. It was a song I started 9 years ago about Jimmy Buffett while he was still living. And I didn't really, it just never liked it. And it was sitting in the back of my notebook, and I pulled it out the other day, and I started playing around with the words and changing some words and changing the tune. So I worked on it this week. So y'all want to hear a brand new song that I wrote? And it's called, you know what the name of it's called? Jimmy Buffett. That's the name of the song. It's called Jimmy Buffett. It's a little bit, because I know so much now, all the research I've been doing about where he was born, where he grew up. He was born in Mississippi, Pascagoula. He grew up in the Mobile area, yes. Mississippi boy. He went to college at Southern Miss in Hattiesburg. That's where my youngest daughter went. He got married, went to Nashville, didn't do any good there. He went to Key West, and that's where he started writing his good music down in Key West. That's why I go to Key West a lot, because it's a great place to go to kind of clear your mind out and do some songs. And then from there, he just took off making the Margaritaville restaurants and the cheeseburgers in Paradise and all that. So anyway, I wrote this song. It's just called Jimmy Buffett. See if y'all can follow along. It's a little bit of history about him, too. You'll find a few things in here. You know what? Y'all are lucky. Y'all are the first ones ever to hear this. Ever. Nobody. Even my wife hadn't heard this. She heard little pieces, but not the whole thing. Born in Mississippi, a baby boomer was he. Nuns and brothers schooled him when he was 3. Once was an altar boy, something he refused to do. Son of a sailor, won't you join the Navy too? But Jimmy Buffett wanted to live free. Pascagoula kid, he was living by the sea, searching for paradise in South Mississippi, chasing those song lines, the ones that'll make him free. Played guitar at Southern Miss, singing near the oak tree, hoping to meet some girls while earning his degree. Graduated in history, married for a time, soon left for the islands, writing songs that always rhyme. Jimmy Buffett, oh, he's wild and free, writing his song lines and living by the sea, discovering paradise somewhere down in the Keys, chasing those song lines, the ones that'll keep him free. Finally had a hit on his hand, 'cause it's nobody's fault. A margarita come Monday, searching for the shaker of salt. Formed the Coral Reefer Band, success was his best friend. Now he's gone and the band plays on, stay with him till the end. If there's a heaven, there must be a beach, sipping coal and sharks, sand beneath his feet, swinging in a hammock, equal strain on all parts, living in eternity on beaches like sandbars. He was cutting records until the very end. Had a hunch that another hit was just around the bend. Now he's a heavenly pirate, writing songs with silver wings, entertaining the angels and parrot heads on tire swings. Jimmy Buffett, he lived very free, cheeseburgers in paradise, he still lived by the sea. Found him a home somewhere down in the Keys, writing those song lines, the ones that kept him free. Jimmy Buffett, oh, wild and free, red wine in a tin cup chalice while living by the sea. Now in paradise for eternity, writing those song lines, the ones that kept us free. Writing those song lines, the ones that kept us free. And that's my Jimmy Buffett song. Yes, the mom was right. He was Jimmy Buffett just got inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's hard to get into, too, you know. So very good. Yeah. So if you follow along there, there's a lot of innuendos of different songs that are all in there. If you were a Jimmy Buffett fan, you'd be saying, "My goodness, how did he fit all that in there?" All right. Okay. Let's see. Well, we got 15 minutes. Let's see. So I'm gonna leave it right here. So the reason Jerry Jeff Walker went down to Key West is right after he got married. He married his college sweetheart, Margie Washachek, and they both moved to Nashville so he could follow his music career. Well, you know how it is being a young couple, and he's probably playing late at night, coming home at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and their marriage fell apart. And so he got divorced from Margie. But in the meantime, while he was playing at these clubs in Nashville, and this is like the late 60s, he runs into a man called Jerry Jeff Walker. Does anyone know who Jerry Jeff Walker is? Yeah, you know who it is. He wrote Mr. Bojangles. Yeah, y'all know that song. And so Jimmy Buffett was so depressed, and Jerry Jeff had been going down, during the summer times, heading on down to Key West. So he was very familiar with Key West. He said, "Come on, Jimmy, let's get out of your depression, and let's go. I'm going to take you down to Key West and get you a gig." So they went on down there, and so anyway, Jerry Jeff Walker was a very influential person, and he wrote this song right here. I'm going to play it right now, called "Mr. Bojangles." And later on, in the early 70s, you know who adopted that song as their own song? It's Sammy Davis Jr. Yes, he adopted that. Knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you. Wore out shoes, silver hair and baggy pants. The old soft shoe, he jumped so high, then he lightly touched down. Met a miss selling New Orleans hours, and I was down and out. Looked at me to be the eyes of age. As the smoke ran out, oh, he talked of life, laughed and clicked his heels instead. He said the name Bojangles and he danced a lick across the cell. He grabbed his pants for a better stance. Oh, he jumped so high. Oh, he clicked his heels and he let go laugh, shook back his clothes all around. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance for those at minstrel shows and county fairs throughout the South. Spoke with tears of 15 years I was dogging him. They just traveled all about. Oh, the dog up and died, he up and died. After 20 years, he still agreed. He said, I dance now at every chance and honky-tonks for drinks and tips. Most of the time I spend behind these county bars, 'cause you know I drinks just a bit. He shook his head as he shook his head. Heard someone ask him, please, whoa, please, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, damn. Doing really good here. Let's see here. We're gonna do. We're gonna do an early '60s one. We're getting cool weather coming in now. Of course, I think we're gonna be hot pretty soon. It doesn't last, does it? But eventually, it will get cold. This was by the Mama and Papas back in 1966. Probably when y'all were raising y'all's families back in the day, and. One of the most popular songs back for the early 60s or mid 60s. All the leaves are brown and the sky's gray. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. Oh, I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. California dreaming on such a winter's day. I stopped into a church, I passed along the way. I got down on my knees, I pretended to pray. You know the preacher likes it cold, he knows I'm gonna stay. California dreaming on such a winter's day. All the leaves are brown and the sky's gray. I've been born on a winter's day. Oh, if I didn't tell her I could leave today. California dreaming, it's a winter's day. California dreaming on a winter's day. California dreaming on a winter's. All right, yeah, I didn't have the. That was just the Papa. This is the Mamas and the Papas. I didn't have the Mamas here to sing backup, so you just had to hear it in your brain. All right, so. Let's see here. Let's do this one, and then we'll probably have time for one more after that. Okay, I'll do this one here. So, y'all gonna know. I'm not gonna introduce this one because you're gonna know it. Sitting in the morning sun. Sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll. Oh, I watch them roll away again. Yes, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasted time. I left my home in Georgia. Oh, I headed for the Frisco Bay. And I've got nothing to live for. Looks like nothing gonna come my way. Yes, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasted time. Looks like nothing gonna change. Everything still remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do. I guess I'll just remain the same. Listen now, sitting here resting my bones. This loneliness won't leave me alone. Listen now, 2,000 miles I'll roam just to make this dock my home. Yes, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. You know why there's whistling at the end? When they went to the studio, when Otis Redding, who did that song, went to the studio, and boy, they were doing it. So they said, "Okay, we're going to try to make this the final cut." So they go all the way through, and they get to the last verse, and he forgot the words, so he whistled it, and the engineer goes, "That sounds pretty good. Let's leave it that way." And that's what happened. Yeah, there would not be whistling. And that's what made that whole song. My whistle is a little bit out right now, but you know. All right, I'm going to end it on this one. You know, I was playing Shaggy's last Friday, and it was perfect weather, nice and chilly. And this, it was I said, well, this will be my last song, and I played James Taylor. Well, this will be my last song on this one too, but I played a James Taylor song, "Good Night, You Moonlight Ladies." Right? You like that one, yeah, Sweet Baby James. So I played it, and so I was just getting ready to turn everything off. And this cute little girl, maybe 8 years old, comes up to me and she says, "Mister," and she puts a tip in my tip jar. She goes, "Mister," she goes, "can you play This Little Light of Mine?" I said, "Absolutely." I said, "Let me get my church music out." And I did. So I'm going to play that one for you guys too.
Good. That'll be a good one.
I hope so. Let's see if I can do it. Y'all guys help me with this now. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, oh, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Y'all help me. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Won't let Satan blow it out, I'm gonna let it shine. Won't let Satan blow it out, I'm gonna let it shine. Won't let Satan blow it out, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Help me out. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Last time. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light sunshine all the time. I'll see y'all in 2 weeks, okay? I believe, I'm not sure when it is, but November 4th, I want to say, whatever, if that's a Wednesday, the first week in November. I think it's November 4th. Yeah, I'll be back. It's 2 weeks. Yeah. All right, thank y'all. Y'all have a good dinner tonight.